Scarywind. Jump Scare Rewind.
Welcome to Jump Scare Rewind. This is the show where I speak with fellow cinemaniacs about their mutual affection for all things horror movies. Today's guest,
Christian Anderson, is an actor of stage and screen, known for Tromeo and Juliet, Rent, Avenue Q. He is a puppeteer, known for Ira the Puppet from America's Got Talent. But most importantly, he is my brother. Everyone, welcome Christian Anderson.
Hi.
Christian. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for doing my little horror movie show. You're probably the reason I love horror movies.
Why? Because I was horrible to you?
Yeah, you were so horrible. That was good. No, I remember like you would have The Howling was on TV, and I remember telling on you because I was so scared that it was on TV.
Really?
Do you remember that? We were grandma and grandpa's, and I remember seeing the claw marks. I'm like, oh my God, they have a horror movie on.
I don't remember.
And you had to shut it off. Sorry.
Wow, thanks for that, jerk.
Yeah, I apologize. So I didn't mention this in the opening credits, but you were in a horror classic back in 1986. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm going to show the audience so you know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I have two questions. How long did it take to apply that makeup?
Oh, hours and hours and hours.
So your call time was probably hours before everyone else, probably 14-hour days, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And the stunt training, what kind of stunt training did you have to do for this?
Oh, I'm a natural, Ian. I didn't have to do any stunt training. They were just like, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And I did this and I did that. I was born to do all that.
I've seen you punch through a glass window before, so I know.
You have?
That you've got stunt. Yeah, I think so. Like back in the 80s. I think you got locked out and you're like,
maybe.
Not at me. You were just mad.
I'm a bad
But you're not generally mad. He's very upbeat and funny.
Yeah.
But everyone go check out the full, I think those are actually two movies of Ham and Massacre. I think there was a third one, but it's not up there. But those are on YouTube.
I love horror movies. And growing up, I mean, we are children of, we came of age, sort of, I guess. And, in the early 80s, the late 70s, early 80s, and throughout the 80s, where horror movies were amazeballs, like all the Halloween movies, right, from like 1980 or something. And then
The Shining
and Ghost Story and
Omen. Yeah.
All that crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, sure. I know like The Exorcist was 73 or something like that. Right. And we loved that. And also I remember I saw in the previews or the opening sequence, Salem's Lot, the TV movie with David Soul and Lance. Oh God, man.
So scary. Yeah, I remember watching that with you all. And that was
Juliette Lewis's dad was the guy who was in the rocking chair. I love that guy. He was great.
Yeah, that's a scary movie. Toby Hooper. Toby Hooper on the last episode.
Toby.
I think it's Toby.
Yeah,
it's Toby. Yeah.
Toby.
Poor Toby. Have you seen any horror movies recently? Any new horror movies?
Yeah, I just finished last week. I finished Weapons.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
When you say you finished, it sounds like you watched it in installments.
I did, and that might have been the problem.
That is shameful.
Well, you see, Ian, I don't really watch a
you.
lot of TV during the day. I got stuff to do, you know.
Yeah, there's nighttime, and you stay up late.
Well, no, we put the kid down, and then I have a recreational gummy.
Okay.
And then I go to the bedroom with my amazing wife, and we take the massage therapy gun on each other's backs. And
really?
At that point, I'm every night we massage each other with the gun.
I am not playing this for my wife because then she'll want all the same stuff.
Yeah, and really, it was kind of one-sided for a while, and then I guess she started to feel bad, and now I get it, you know. So we both do it, and at that point, I'm like, I got about a half an hour in me. So I've been watching Somebody Somewhere recently on HBO, which I love. It's great.
I know it.
It's this slow little comedy drama show. It's great. Check it out.
But Weapons in
Weapons.
installments.
I guess so. I watched it, and then I of course kind of fell asleep, and then and finished the last maybe half hour of it. Right, because it's like is it 2.5 hours long, or is it an hour? Is it 2 hours long?
I think maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes at max. I think.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was expecting, because I have folks who'd seen it and recommended it, and I thought, well, yeah, I'm really like, oh, that's a really good one, and it was good, but it was kind of like, oh, it was as good as a lot of the other ones, that come around. Like,
it's funny. It's not necessarily scary.
Right. It was funny and creepy.
Yeah, it's good. But if you had seen it in its entirety, all in a row, you probably would have liked it more.
I think you're right, and that's been a problem of late with me. I watched something else. I watched Bring Her Back, also in installments.
Oh, that's unpleasant, but good.
It's very unpleasant. And I've been watching Invasion on Apple TV, and the kid who plays the brother of the semi-blind girl is in that show. Yeah, that was a crazy movie.
Yeah, that was well done, but I can't say I want to see it again.
No, thank you.
Really well done.
Yeah,
I want to ask you, have you seen any other new horror things before I ask you another question?
What was one that I just saw Frankenstein.
Oh, how is it? I haven't seen it.
I liked it a lot. The ending doesn't necessarily peter out, but it was different than I expected it to be. But I really liked it. I was like, Jacob Elordi, come on.
He's good, isn't he?
He was great.
And I
love Mia Goth. She's great in all those like Max movies and Maxine.
Pearl's the best.
Yeah, she's cool. Pearl's awesome. That's a great movie. She's awesome.
Just have not been into Del Toro movies since his earlier stuff, like Devil's Backbone and Pan's Labyrinth.
That's such a great movie. Devil's Backbone. You turned me on to that.
Good.
That's all in Spanish, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you watched it. You have to watch that drama I mentioned too. The Worst Person in the World, Christian, not a horror movie.
Oh,
but not in installments.
I know. Okay.
You make me mad. I'll get really mad at you.
You gonna tell Mom on me?
I will tell Mom, and she'll make you keep it on. I'm supposed to turn it off like she did with Howling. Sorry. Yeah. So you're a puppeteer, which I mentioned in the opening. You have a zombie puppet, which I just want to briefly talk about.
Should I go get it?
Yeah. Yeah. While I play this, you have 36 seconds.
Okay, go.
Baby, I got you covered. I know all the great casting directors in town.
That's wonderful.
And Steven is a good friend of mine.
Steven who?
Yeah, that's right. Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
good buddy of mine. You're in his next project. No worries.
Oh, really?
But listen, I'm gonna need you to take some new photos. I got a studio set up in my basement.
I think my photos are fine. I like them.
We'll take some photos.
Who's this?
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing in my Ow!
Oh!
Hey, ow!
Oh,
no! Stop! What did you want? I'm your kitchen agent. Please don't hold me!
What's your name? You don't really enunciate so well, Mr. Zombie Puppet. What's the inspiration for you? Why do you exist? Really? Really? I didn't even know that. And are you getting, are you going to make a feature film of your work? Because I'd love to see you star in a movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had that Ira character, and I was doing a little series with my buddies, and oh, his nose is coming apart. But that's okay because I wanted to do something anyway with his nose. But we were going to do we were doing those like Ira web series right after America's Got Talent, and we were like, let's do a Halloween episode. I'm like, oh well, what if he's doing his thing and then a zombie comes and blah blah blah. So we did a zombie episode, and I made a zombie.
So before we get into what your movie picked to talk about this week, we have a couple of very quick games. Okay. So the first one is guess the horror movie poster. Okay. I'm going to show you 3 images from a horror movie poster, one close up, one further back from there. If you get 3 dead deads, that means you lose. If you get 1 living dead, you win. And if you win, you know what that means? We go on to the next game. If you lose, we go on to the next game. All right.
Ooh, okay. I hope I win or lose.
Yeah, it's going to be the same. Okay. Are you ready for the first image? You get 3 hints as well. 3 guesses, 3 hints. You can have the hints at any time. Here it goes. Here's the first image. What movie is this, Christian?
Return of the Living Dead 2?
Incorrect. Dead.
Oh, okay.
Would you like the second image? Would you like a hint? What would you like?
A hint of that first one?
You can have 3 hints at any time.
I want the hint of the first one.
Okay. What doesn't necessarily go along with that first image, but I'll give you the first hint. New York Times said it has the best acting sorry, I can't even speak. It has the best acting by an expressive, resourceful chimpanzee. Definitely the year's best supporting primate. That's your first hint. And again, you can have the other hints anytime you want them. Do you want the second image yet?
Is it Reanimator?
That is a dead.
Yeah. Okay. No, next one.
Next image or next hint?
Or next image. Oh! I see what you're saying. So this is
Okay. Yeah. One more guess.
The same one, right?
Yeah, they're all the same movie poster, but you have to guess what. I'm going to zoom out a little further for the next one, and that would be your last opportunity. Do you want another hint?
Another hint. Yeah.
Okay. Shot in English, dubbed into Italian.
Ay.
And you can also have another hint, and you can also see the last image. But
I want to see the last image.
Okay, here's the last image. It's a little bit further out.
I've seen this movie.
1986. I'll give you that. That's 1985. I'm sorry, I lied to you. 85.
Can I have the last hint?
The last hint was originally titled, and still is on IMDb, is titled Phenomena. But I knew it as something else growing up.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna fuck it up, but I'm gonna.
Do you know who that actor is?
It's not Jennifer Connelly, is it? It is, right?
It is.
I remember this movie.
Come on! What is the title?
Phantasmagorical or something. I don't fucking know.
That is a dead. But the movie is Creepers.
Shit. I haven't seen that movie since like the 90s.
Back then. Yeah, it's not that great.
No, but I remember it.
Yeah, me too. It was
one of little boy.
And I guess a chimpanzee, which I don't remember. I think Donald Pleasance is in it. But yeah.
I love Donald Pleasance. Really nice.
Yeah, he's dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he is. That's not
okay. Since you lost, we have to go on to the next game.
Oh, I wish I won. Okay, what's the next one?
All right, next game. So it is similar. I'm going to show you a movie poster tagline. I'm going to give you the tagline. Again, you'll get 3 hints. You get 3 guesses. If you lose, okay, you get the dead deads, the 3 dead deads, or the 1 living dead. If you lose, we go on to your movie pick. If you win, we go on to your movie pick.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Good luck. Here's the movie tagline. He's on the verge of becoming a man-eater. And that was with an exclamation mark, just so you know. I put a period by accident.
You dummy.
I know.
Give
He's
me a
on
hint.
the verge. Okay, hint. Number 1, from the director of The Howling 2 and 3. That's a huge.
Is
I don't
it?
know
I
if any of
mean,
these hints probably won't help you, but you've got them if you want them.
give me another hint. Is there only one? Is there only one? This. I mean, there's no like 3
Yes,
images.
there's
Just this.
nope, just one tagline that I show you. So he's on the verge of becoming a man-eater. Second hint, from the writer of 1985's Fright Night, which not the same person as the director of Howling 2 and 3.
All right, one more hint.
And the last hint, suffered several editing cuts to save it from an X rating by the MPAA.
I'm just gonna say, Beast Within.
Wait, how many? Oh my God, that is a living dead. You got it. It is The Beast Within.
All right.
Bravo. Why is, I need to ask you, because this is a movie that stuck with you. You mentioned maybe doing it on this show.
Yeah.
Why does this movie stick with you so much?
It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. It scared the shit out of me. And mostly
Why?
there's an
You
image,
remember
there's
why?
a shot. There was the weird way his face bubbled. I had no idea who that actor was. I know it's kind of a campy movie, right? It wasn't like the
I don't
best
remember
movie
it,
ever.
but it on
There's
IMDb, people kind of hate it.
Really? Yeah. And I don't think it was very good, but I was what? When did it come out? 81, 82, 83?
82. Yes, you were
So I was
12, 13 years old.
I was 13 years old, and there was a bit where he was like locked in a bathroom or something, and then he changes into that creature, and kind of looking through the broken door or the keyhole or wherever you saw him. There was an image, like maybe in the preview, you know, that was on, you know, when we watched TV, the previews came on, you know, and
Yeah.
or maybe it was on HBO or something, and it was like, oh, and guess what's coming on around Halloween? That movie just scared the shit out of me. And I watched so many horror movies back then, you know, like Terror Train and all those things, you know, or Night. I don't know what that was. It Terror Train? I think it was Terror Train.
With Jamie Lee Curtis on a train, and it's a slasher movie.
Right. That scared me too. But The Beast Within scared the shit out of me. And there was kind of like the transformation,
like the bubbling arms and stuff, like all the
yes, and his face too, kind of like scanners, you know. But
yeah.
not really. There was something about that transformation that scared the shit out of me, and it just stuck with me.
I'm gonna rewatch it because I'm kind of curious. I don't know.
I think
it's
it's
a movie
very
I would
good.
choose. I don't know. I mean, yeah, people say it's not, but it's because they had to cut it down so it wouldn't be X. Otherwise, it's probably great.
Because it's pretty gory, right? That's why.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly.
No.
Very
Yeah.
violent. No.
Is it
Yeah.
no or is
yeah.
it-
No. It's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So because you did win the game, you know what you get to do.
Move on
Talk
to my
about your
pick.
movie pick today. Yeah.
Thank
What'd
God.
you choose?
I
Woo! You
chose.
made it.
Oh, thank you. An American Werewolf in London, 1981.
Not
John
the sequel,
Landis.
the Paris one. The Paris one is way better.
No, although I know one of the guys who co-wrote that,
Really? The Paris
Tom
one?
Stern. He did that movie. What was that movie with Alex Winters? Freaked.
Oh, Freaked. Yeah. Okay.
I worked with him on Crank Anchors, but I worked with him just recently on this documentary called The Whole Truth and Nothing But, a Butthole Surfers documentary.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they did
you mentioned that.
recreations, but they finished the movie and it's so good. And they did a screening of it in his burnt out lot. It was pretty neat. It was so good. It was so funny and so interesting. I was kind of into them a little bit.
Did you, with him, discuss at all An American Werewolf in Paris?
No, I didn't, because I'm not a huge fan of that movie, and it didn't really resonate with me like the original did, you know?
So why the original? Why do you love An American Werewolf in London?
Well, again, like it came out in 81, right? So I was 12, and I just remember sitting in the Sacavino's house. Okay, do you remember that house?
Yes, I do. Is that the gray one on the water or the one behind it? The gray one on the
one
water.
behind it. No, the one on the water was the Erda's house, I believe.
Or the halls? I don't know.
Maybe all of that.
People won't even know what we're talking about.
Right. But we rented a bunch of houses. We were renters in this town.
We lived in like 30 houses before we were adults.
Yeah, crazy. And literally like 30 houses.
I know.
But it was the one behind it. But I remember that movie came out when we were living in there, and I remember watching the preview of him running through the woods and that music. And I just was like, I got to see that movie. And his eyes, where he's in the hospital bed, scared the shit out of me.
That was the scariest part for me. Let's go to the trailer, then we'll continue talking.
He's about to do some terrible things. But don't blame David. He just isn't himself these days.
I'm a werewolf.
From the director of Animal House, a different kind of animal. An American Werewolf in London, rated R. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Before this, John Landis, everyone knows him as the director of Animal House and the Blues Brothers and Kentucky Fried Movie. So to see him do a horror movie, because the movie starts light and we're kind of taken off guard, and then it suddenly turns into this brutal, violent attack on Griffin Dunn and David Naughton. So it was so disarming. And then suddenly this flat, just to see this director do a movie like this was amazing. Had you seen Blues Brothers before this?
I think so. That was like 79, 80, right?
Yeah. It was like a year before this, year or two before this.
But then I don't, maybe I did, because I don't know if it came to HBO, and I saw that on HBO. I didn't see it in the movie theater. And I was like, all right, yeah, Blues Brothers. I loved, the musical numbers, but it didn't really. I wasn't a huge, I was, a kid, so I wasn't into Saturday Night Live. Although I remember, them being, around or advertised on TV or whatever, or on the TV Guide, you'd see Bill Murray or something. I don't know. I just had to see it. It was all the scary shit I liked back in the day, and I loved makeup effects. I thought I wanted to be a makeup effects guy back then.
Did you know that before this movie, or was this movie like, oh, makeup effects, that's a thing?
I think I knew about that beforehand, like Star Wars, and I would see all the stuff with Star Wars, when that came out in like 78, 77, I guess, but 78, you were getting a lot more of the behind the scenes stuff, and so all that stuff, and there were creatures and stuff, and I was really excited and into that. And then this movie came out, so I loved all that stuff, and I knew who Rick Baker was, and I'm a huge fan of King Kong from 1976, and I knew that Rick Baker played that character. I had mentioned.
Oh, so you knew him before this?
I knew of him before him because I knew he was performing in the gorilla costume in Godzilla from 1976. King Kong.
I didn't know that. And he also played, I guess, the Nazi
with German... the knife to David Naughton's throat.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't realize that was he. But then you got to meet him.
I did get to meet him like about a year and a half ago. I was working on this puppet show out here, and the guy who put the puppet show together, there was this thing called Mr. Clown and Friends for PBS. And Rick Baker came, and I was like, well, Rick Baker's coming to the studio. He's like, yeah, I got to meet him. So I met him, and I had just been to the Academy Museum a couple of weeks prior to meeting him, and saw some of the bits with that transformation. They had, the deteriorated mask and kind of animatronic headpiece of where David Naughton's snout comes, that just after that part. I told him that one of my favorite movies was King Kong, and not this one, but everybody probably tells him this one, and he seemed kind of taken aback because he had a really shitty experience on that with De Laurentiis. And I was like, the only thing I really like about that movie is your performance, the nostalgia of it all when I was a kid.
Good save.
And also the music. I love that music. John Barry, he did a lot of like the
Dances with Wolves.
Yep, and also a lot of the Bond stuff, of that time, Moonraker and all that. I love the music from that movie, so that's also very nostalgic. I think, and that's why I think I continue to talk about this movie, because it's nostalgic for me. Didn't
you also go? This could be a family lore, but didn't you go down to the location of the Twin Towers and see?
I don't remember that, but that is what my mom said that we did.
Which would have been like 70s? Is that
like
when?
75, yeah, which is
Okay.
very possible. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was very young and you were also young, but not quite as young.
Yeah, it was 6.
Yes. Maybe
I don't remember
that kind of generated that interest in him as well, because you felt the connection to that movie. And then you're like, oh, it's all fake. And I could see that it was fake because you're on, who knows? I'm just making things up.
But you know, that was all around like Cinefex magazine and
Fangoria.
Fangoria, exactly. I remember watching was that 1980 or 82? I don't know, but we watched Top Secret with Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah.
And then the next movie we watched was like Friday the 13th 2 or something. And this guy Phil was out with his dad, and he showed up late, and he's like, "Oh, I went out to a big dinner with my dad. We had lobster Newburg." And then we all went to bed, and Phil was like, "I don't feel so good." So I jumped on the top bunk, and in the middle of the night I hear, I'm like, "Oh no, someone's getting murdered." And I look down, and Phil goes, "Lobster Newburg," and he puked all over himself. And I'm so glad I made the decision to steal the top bunk.
I'm glad that would.
But
be
we
really
watched all
sneaky.
that shit, so we were really into that when we were little.
And that's like you said, we were in the middle of when this stuff was becoming huge, like the best of horror. But you also, because you're obviously a puppeteer, but you also were a huge Muppet fan, and was Frank Oz being involved in this film something that you loved about it?
Oh yeah, sure. And also the sequence, that dream sequence where, you know, like the Nazis and the Muppet Show.
And the Muppets.
Yeah.
And I just read supposedly that was people thought that sequence of the Muppets was made just for this movie, but I guess it's a sequence of the Muppets that actually never aired in the States. And
yeah, they had different things on the London version. Yeah, there was the Senor Wences episode, I believe. It's all right. You know that guy? It's all right. Senor Wences. He was like an old
probably
Spanish, I believe, from Spain, maybe.
I don't remember.
Puppeteer, but he had very famous characters like it's all right. Yeah, he would do he was puppeteered with his hand mostly. It was pretty cool. With a little makeup on his hand and stuff.
I remember that. You were always more the Muppet guy than I was.
Oh, we would, when it was on, I remember everybody had to go sit at the dinner table, but not me on whenever it was. Was it Tuesday or Thursday nights? I don't know, at like 7:30. I was the only one. Oh, well, Muppets tonight. So I got to sit and watch the Muppets, or I would make.
That's not fair.
Make some noise. But yeah, you guys were too into it. And they were like, ugh, whatever.
Yeah, my kids never got into it. But American Werewolf in London, I got this.
What's
it's the place where they first find out.
I know, but it's a replica, of course. It's not real.
No, it's the real one. That's a replica. And I got his autograph. David Naughton signed my poster a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really? You met him a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, there was like a horror con, and I had to go because they were doing a Return of the Living Dead thing, but he was there too. So
I met him in maybe 1999 or 2000 at a commercial audition.
Didn't you sing that song to him? His song?
So yes, so 1980 Meatballs, or is it 79 Meatballs? He's got a song in this sequence at this kind of dance, right? Called "I'm Making It." I got the chance on taking it. And I love the song.
I didn't know it was in Meatballs. Maybe that's why I did know it.
There's a dance sequence, and you can hear that song. And I guess it was kind of a disco-y kind of hit. I loved disco. And I remember Ira and Mendel, our stepbrothers. They back in the 70s, they were like, "Yeah, disco sucks," and I'd be like, "I like disco." I still like disco. Anyway,
there's no shame.
No, I loved that song. And so I'm standing there, like waiting for my turn at the audition, and in walks freaking David Naughton.
Really?
And this is, I guess almost 18, 19, 20 years after the movie, right? And I'm like, David Naughton? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, David Naughton, I'm making it. I got the chance. I'm taking it, David Naughton. And he's like, "Are you taking the piss out of me?" I'm like, no. I love that song. I think you're great. And he was like, "Yeah, all right." And he walked off, and he saw some folks that he recognized. But I was like, why?
He thought you were making fun of him.
He did. And it's funny, they said, "You taking the piss out of me," which is kind of a British thing. And maybe he got that from his time in
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. I met his brother too. His brother is an actor. Or was an actor, I don't know. But his brother is, or I would assume still is, maybe not, married to Kelly O'Hare, who's a big Broadway star.
I know her name. Maybe it was on TV this morning.
It was on TV this morning?
Her name, is she doing something with Tom Hanks right now? I think they talked about her on TV this morning.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. And then there was also Jenny Agutter. Am I saying that right?
I think it's Agutter.
If I remember correctly, I think you had a crush on her at the time.
Oh my God.
I'm right.
God, yeah, huge crush. But I remember her also from Logan's Run. And I was like,
that's
who is
right.
that? And Equus.
Forgot about Logan's Run.
She was in that film Equus with Richard Burton.
I never fully saw that movie.
And completely naked in that movie again. I mean, this woman is just she seems so proper, but she gets naked all over the place. She's in some like movie.
They're less reserved over there.
I guess so. Yeah, I would venture to say I still have residual crush on Jenny Agutter.
I'm telling your wife.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of talked to her about it before, and we were so excited. They're in the shower scene, the love making scene.
Mm-hmm.
You see a boob, right?
Oh.
And I just was there's something about her eyebrows, like in the subway scene where David Naughton's making faces over the punk rockers making out, and there's punk rockers surrounding. He's all like, making faces at her, and she just kind of looks at him, and she's got almost no expression on her face, and her eyebrow. She did it for me back then.
I didn't know it was this strong.
Oh, absolutely, so strong. Every time I see her, I'm like, oh.
Supposedly, because David Naughton got naked in this film, he got let go from the Dr. Pepper commercials. Because
he was the Dr. Pepper guy. Yeah, they were like, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, I went and got his autograph because of this movie. I wouldn't have gone for Dr. Pepper, so he's still making money because of this movie.
Did he sign it with his uncircumcised penis?
Why do you know that?
Yes.
No, but we did talk a little bit about acting after because no one else was in line.
Acting.
Cool. Well, no, we were like talking about self-taping and stuff. It was.
You talked about self-taping with David Naughton?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was cool. He was really nice because we did a very low budget like Hallmark Christmassy movie together. Though I didn't meet him on set, and I told him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't meet him on set though, so I was like, I'm glad I finally get to meet you. I was a dork. Still am a dork. But then Griffin Dunn, I thought he was amazing in this. His special effects, the arc of his character, he was so good.
So good. And that was his first feature. He also was so disturbed by the makeup, because it was so realistic. Didn't want to show his mother. His mother was sick at the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just read his book.
Did she pass away around that time? Or did she get better?
I can't remember, but she did pass away. I just don't remember.
And his sister was in
Poltergeist.
And then sadly what happened to her, but
yeah, that is sad. Oh well. No, this is a great pick. I love this movie. I think it is equally funny as it is scary. The effects, I think it holds up. If you have have you watched The Howling in recent years?
No, I haven't.
I know there's going to be some lovers of that film here. It's Joe Dante directed it, and it was sort of like everyone's always said, "Oh, The Howling and American Werewolf. Which camp are you in?" That movie is so dated. It is so hokey. It has some fun special effects, but it's a goofy little movie. And I think An American Werewolf in London completely holds up today.
Oh my God, it's one of the best of the best, and it's like one of the. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm making this up, but it's like, isn't it one of the first like comedic horror movies, comedy horror? Like, didn't it kind of really get that genre going?
As far as I know, yeah. Like, you mean like Shaun of the Dead because it's zombie comedy horror,
or House,
Oh yeah. As far as I know, I mean, maybe there were other ones, but I mean, for me, it was I think maybe for me, it made horror okay because you had these like pit stops of like, oh, cute light.
Yeah,
but then it also made the horror all the more scarier. Because then suddenly it was like this movie. There's one because he has these dream sequences in the film where like he's running in the woods, then he sees his eyes open up in this scene, and then there's the other one when this scene,
right?
The family gets shot up, the Muppets are on, and then they're like, okay, we're back in the hospital, everything's okay, and then this Nazi monster comes out and kills her, and then she wakes up again, and then you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was so unsettling. This movie just makes you feel so unsafe because you don't know what's around that next corner or what they're going to get you with.
Or the bit in the porn theater, right, where they're all talking and like he's like, oh, meet the Mr. and Mrs. and she's like, hello. and she's all sweet and kind, and
it's so sad because they're like this young couple, but she's all bloody and nice, and
yeah. And then what happens is all the carnage in Piccadilly Square, right, or Leicester Square, Piccadilly, right, Piccadilly Circus.
Yeah, Piccadilly Circus, and oh my God, yeah, the mayhem in that scene, and then the really sad ending
At the end, David, I love you.
And what she just watches him. Like, it's cool because you can sort of see his transformation from the monster into the person just from the look on her eyes. The camera stays on her. There's no music. You just it's just she's settled in the moment, and you just see her getting really sad as he actually turns back into that person she loves. It's heartbreaking. It's such a great movie.
Such a great movie.
If you have not seen it, people, you must see it. Is there anything else you want to share about this movie?
I love the music. I've been to London a couple times, and sure, there are two things that I would, the first time I went to London, I did, like a Beatles walking tour, which was cool. And then I got to go to the London Zoo because I got to see where the wolves are kept, and
I just rewatched Altered States for this show recently, and I didn't realize like the zoo scenes are so similar, where William Hurt wakes up in the zoo as well after his transformation. But I gotta say, back to American Werewolf in London.
Yes, sir.
The use of music, the music cues from like Blue Moon, like that sad ending. The movie's so quiet. She's looking sad. He's dead. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it. And then it just bangs right into Blue Moon, like this happy song. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. It's unsettling again because it's like so happy and we've just been through this horrific, sad event. But what a perfect movie. It really is. It is a masterpiece. I think Landis, and you probably read this as well, thinks it is his best film.
I guess they wanted to get I'm Being Followed by a Moon Shadow by Cat Stevens.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's got all the, and if I ever lose my hair, if he loses all these bits of his body. So it's kind of about dismemberment, sort of. So they wanted to get that song, but Cat Stevens, who had changed his name to Yusuf, he converted to Islam, right? And he refused to because it had to do with supernatural and stuff. That he's like, no.
Yeah, I think that would have been weird. I don't know. I kind of feel like the pop hits that he used in the film that song almost seems too mellow.
Yeah.
It's so, I love this movie so much.
And it really, I mean, what's his face? Van Morrison, that song, of course, has to do with the shower scene. That's all I think of every single time I think of Jenny Agutter when I hear that song. It's a wonderful night for a moon dance in the shower and in the bed.
Yeah, I learned all those songs from this movie.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing this movie to the show. I want to just quickly, I'm going to recommend one other film, not at all on this level, but it's really fun. And I'm not going to speak to it to the length in which we did this film. But my recommendation this week, and I don't know if you've seen it, is called Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Do you know it?
No, but Alan Tudyk, I love him.
It's funny. This is it's from what year? 2010, directed by Eli Craig. And it is a movie that kind of harkens back to like Friday the 13th. These kids, they're going out to get drunk in a cabin and they come across these rednecks. And of course, the rednecks are going to kill them. So the kids think, but it turns out the rednecks are like the sweetest, nicest guys. And because the kids are fearing being murdered by these rednecks so badly, they keep on getting themselves killed in various ways, running in fear. But here's a quick trailer and
Oh, jeez. Whoa, Jesus.
Did you see the way those guys looked at us?
Who wants to go skinny dipping?
No.
We got your friend!
They captured Allison!
Oh, it's the pancakes. You hate pancakes. I'm gonna make you something else.
What am I doing here?
You fell into the water. I dove in and rescued you.
We'll go find your friends. You should relax. Tucker and Dale are on the case.
What is this place?
It's just a cabin. It doesn't mean they're psycho killers.
Then why don't you go in there and talk to them?
All right. Maybe I will. I said maybe.
Dale, what are you doing?
I'm taking a crapper hole.
You mind if I help?
He's making her dig her own grave.
There's no rules out here. It's us against them.
Oh, good. Look, your friends are here.
You okay? Run! Run for your lives!
Saw your friend out there. He must be allergic to bees or something because he was running like a bat out of hell. This is a suicide pact. These kids are coming out here and they're killing themselves all over the woods.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense. The girl that we have, she can maybe explain the whole thing.
You've got another one inside.
Yeah, she's in my bedroom. Heads up. Oh, you gotta take the safety off on the side there.
Don't do that! Start being more careful! Time to die, freak! Fire!
Stop, double roll!
No, don't use that.
Let's get you down from there.
Wait!
Sorry about that.
This vacation sucks.
It's so silly, but it's so sweet, and the horror elements are really fun. I recommend it just for a good time with friends.
Okay, I'm watching.
And that maybe you could get away with watching in installments. Christian. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm old.
That's all right. I'm almost as old.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you for your time, little brother. Everyone see An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, if you
in its entirety without pauses. And watch Tucker and Dale in the half-hour segments. And we'll do 3 visits to watch it. Not even.
Yeah.
It's not even an hour and a half. Thank you, little brother.
Thanks, big brother.
Everyone like, share, tell your friends, and watch more horror movies. Christian, hang on for 1 second.
Jumpscare rewind. Jumpscare.